so relaxed. I did not tell you to scream or bring out the emotions, but Arthur Janov says bringing out to the surface. But through a process, these can be brought out to the surface. Through chaotic breathing, all the repressions comes to the surface. And when through the catharsis you act those, sometimes doing this, doing that, and all these things, the energy which has been suppressed is expressing in that form. Gibberish is another form of that therapy. Then another set of active meditations with Osho has started. So a man can enter into his past lives. So these are the prelude to those. And when you have done this thing, then it becomes easier for you to enter into the life beyond the conception. You can reach to the point where the conception took place, the ovum and the sperm united with one another. And then it is possible to enter into one's past lives. After having entered into the past life, the first memory that comes up will be of the last event that took place in that life. You can understand this very easily. The last thought before you go to sleep that comes to your mind becomes the first thought that comes to your mind when you wake up in the morning. If you go to sleep and realize that there is no thought just before you fall asleep, in the morning you get up without any thought. The first memory to come will be of the last event that took place in that life. Remember, however, that this will cause some difficulties and will take little sense. It is as if we run a film from the end or read a novel backward. You are looking at the life from the end, the movie from the end, or reading the book backward. So you can choose your own ways and means of doing this. I used to write my diary from the first event of the morning to the last event, because in both cases the first event took place 12 hours before and the last event became just now. So you are remembering the event that took place 12 hours before first and the last event at the end. So I started doing the reverse way as well, starting from the last event of the day that I did and then going back to the first event of the day. As you go back into the past lives, you will come across death first, then old age, then youth, then childhood, then birth. It will be in the reverse order, and that in that order it will be very difficult to figure out what is what. So when the memory surfaces for the first time, you feel tremendously restless, disturbed, because it is difficult to make any sense out of that. It is as if you are looking at the film or reading the novel from the end. How can you put the threads together? Because how would you say that there? You start cooking something, you start the process from the beginning. How can you start when the dish is finished and you have taken out and then you go back what you put? That will be very difficult. The reverse gear. You can move your vehicle in the reverse gear, but to move your consciousness in the reverse gear, it becomes difficult. Perhaps you will only make a head and tail of the event after rearranging the order several times. So the greatest effort involved in going back to the memories of the past life is seeing in reverse order events which ordinarily take place in the right order. But after all, what is right or the reverse order? It is just a question of how we enter the world and how we departed from it. I am explaining this, but at the same time I will suggest again to go into the dynamic meditation therapy, which will help you tremendously. Now let me take an example. It's a question of how we entered the world and how we departed from it. We sow a seed in the beginning and the flowers appear in the end. However, if one takes the reverse look at this process, at this phenomena, the flower will come first, followed in sequence the bud, the plant, the leaves, the sapling, and in the end, at last will come the seed. Since we have no previous knowledge of this reverse order, it takes a lot of time to arrange the memories. Like you know the process of seed to flower, so you can go in the reverse order very easily. But you do not know in what order and how does things takes place, so it will be very difficult to rearrange everything in the reverse order. We have no previous knowledge of this reverse order. Everyone and every event happens in a different manner. So it's not like there is in a case of a plant, it is a set pattern from seed to flower. The seed becomes sapling, sapling grows, the leaves come, then buds appear, buds open and becomes flower. So flower to bud, bud to leaves, leaf to sapling, sapling to the seed. We know this is a set pattern, but with each event the pattern is different. So it becomes very difficult for the events to go into the reverse order. It takes a lot of time to rearrange memories and to figure out the nature of events clearly. The strangest thing in that, death comes first. Before that, old age. Then before that comes in the reverse order, death, old age, youth. Things will occur in the reverse order. Or if you were married and then divorced, while going down the memories, the divorce will come first, followed by love, then by the marriage, and so on and so forth. It will be extremely difficult to follow events in this regressive fashion, because normally we understand things in one dimensional way. Our minds are one dimensional to look at the things in the reverse direction. The one dimensional approach becomes very difficult. We are not used to such experience. We are accustomed to moving in a linear direction with effort. However, one can understand the events of the past lives by following in a sequence the reverse order. Surely it will be an incredible experience. From the early childhood, I did many things on my own to experience, to experiment. That's why when my uncle, the Sufi master, told me that you should write your diary. You are not writing that you get up in the morning and you take this breakfast, you took this. No, all that. The important events are important. And that you can keep on doing it, and in doing so, you can develop your own patterns, not only for yourself, and you can share it with the people, those who are ready. I am here ready because I know today, this very moment you are here, tomorrow one of you may not have time to come. So whatever opportunity I am getting to share with you, I should continue, and I continue to share with you. Or someone may not be available for various reasons, because other things are more important, and whenever we get an opportunity, we attend these sessions. We are not sincere as far as our lives are concerned. We just take it as easy, as if that we have the whole world of time for us. Time and tide waits for none. The wheel of time goes on mopping as it rolls. It has been going on forever. Then do the most of what ye may, cause frigid claws of death may soon descend and seal your humble fate, and then you shan't have time to mend. The opportunity that comes to you can never repeat back again. So this is the opportunity when you and I are here. Take advantage of this. Gather as much as you can. Once you are open, you will learn. And it will open up new avenues for your growth also. Only this much for this morning. Until tomorrow, take care and do have a pleasant day.